Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Let's see what a dusty do. Wow. I am still suffering with my allergies. We're gonna give it a shot. Look on the screen. Look on the screen. Oh my goodness. Dusty's bring drama. They bring trauma. They bring death. The financial implications too much dust in the nation. We got one right here. Oh my goodness. Shout out. I'm trying to get to some of these videos. Thank you guys for your patience. I'm just working on so many different things. So looks like we have a newbie here, Julian Bird. Belinda Parrish, hey, I know you've been here from day one. Thank you so much. Bethany Davis, you too, lady. Don Ward, yes, these are my day ones. Thank you. Love you so much, everybody. Miss Fox, yes. Sarah Palmy, Britt M, hey. So let's go ahead and get to two stories. We're going to do a double dosage of Dusty. Wow. Look on the screen. Look on the screen. I know it may be early for some. And I know that's a lot to ask. But look on the screen. One dust bucket down. Man arrested after allegedly pushing woman into path of moving train during an argument in Riverside. But I thought they wanted to paint us as the angry black women. It seems that someone definitely has an anger issue, and it's the dust buckets. And they come in all flavors, all nationalities, all different walks of life. Let's check it. A man was arrested on suspicion of murder after allegedly pushing a woman he was arguing with into the path of a moving train in Riverside earlier this week, officials said Thursday. Wow. The incident occurred about 6:35 a.m. Monday while the victim and suspect were apparently fighting next to railroad tracks at Madison Street in the Casablanca neighborhood of Riverside. Officers responded to the scene and found the woman, who appeared to have been struck by a passing train, police said in a news release. Detectives and specialists from the forensic unit responded and determined that the suspect, 41-year-old Kevin Errol Lewis, and the unidentified victim were engaged in a verbal argument that became physical, during which Mr. Lewis pushed the victim into the moving train, killing her. Riverside police said Lewis, described as a transient, was arrested and booked on suspicion of murder, domestic violence, and outstanding warrants for theft and narcotics violations. He is being held without bail, police said. The investigation remains ongoing and no further details were released. Tina, you got a minute? Miss Nose. Tachina Arnold, where you at? I thought that they weren't dangerous. They're not dangerous. Let them push you in front of a moving train. Oh, let me guess. Let me guess. We're going to move toward mental illness. That's it. He was having a bad day, and he probably didn't mean to do it because he wasn't shown enough love. Really? You're not dangerous. Didn't I tell you guys I am profiling? Mm-hmm. From 3 to 99, I'm profiling. Oh, simply said, that man 99 years old. He on a cane. And he might do something strange with that cane. I'm waiting to find out. I'm profiling. How you gonna profile Oshkosh Bagosh? Let me tell you something. He's 3 years old. He may be 5. I don't know what Oshkosh Bagosh got. I don't know what. I'm trying not to get gosh. I'm not taking no chances on Oshkosh Bagosh. Mm-mm. He might be the super seed of Poverty D. Okay? Said it before, said it again. I'm not trying to be a victim of, oh, look at him, he's so cute, Goo goo gaga, I come to rob ya. I'm not taking no chances. But in all seriousness, you know I joke a lot. Ladies, don't argue with these fools. They are so emotionally high strung, they are not capable of controlling themselves or using common sense. Dusties don't think, they just do. And that could be the end of you. They don't think about the consequences of their actions, they just do. So emotional, so high strung. I already told you, these are low performing men. Dusty Dan already done murked off his grandparents. I think there are 2 videos on that I'll be doing. Wow, what you do that for, Dusty Dan? Let me guess. Grandparents tired of taking care of you. I want mine here and now. And the same thing is going on in the BC. I'm telling you, a lot of things happen with these elderly people. Somebody's eyeing that inheritance. They want it now. This right here, desperate for 3 hots and a cot. Look at him. Ladies, I don't care if they say, you think you're pretty and you're not, you look ugly. Who cares? Do not engage with a low performing man. It is not worth it. Okay? As the old people used to say, don't argue with the fool. Why? They have more experience than you. Push turned in front of a moving train. Do you really want to think he knew what he was doing? Oh, he acted out in anger. Tina, Tachina, where you at? So emotional. And how can we help stop emasculating them? You don't know how to walk away? That's the best thing to do. Somebody can say, hey, Simply said, I saw you. You used to be in that show. You weighed 600 pounds. No. But even if I was, and but I haven't been on the show, and I don't weigh 600 pounds. Oh, I think I heard that you were, what do you call that? Anorexic. You weigh 60 pounds. No. Oh, I could eat that. Trust me, I could get that up real quick. I'm a foodie. Well, I want to stand there and argue with the fool. So it's obvious to me, by approaching me with that information, you want my attention and you don't know how to get it. Yeah. I won't even entertain you. Ladies, do not lower yourself to become their equal. Please do not lower yourself to become their equal. Some of the things that they say, they're not even worthy of a response. Doing an argument, not somebody was trying to save his life in an argument. What was the argument about? It doesn't even matter. It can't justify the loss of human life. But this right here, and then something happens. Oh, we got to fight for him. I'll be busy watching paint dry. So let's go ahead and move over to this story. And this has truly been on my list. Again, good morning to you. Good morning to you. This is what a dusty will do. Check it out. The dust is having an effect on the entire community, people. Fair use.
Mail delivery has been suspended in a Santa Monica neighborhood. Crazy. After 3 postal carriers are attacked. The post office says it's just too dangerous to deliver mail in the area.
KTLA's Mary Beth McDade is live in Santa Monica with reaction from residents. MB? Yes, and Mike and Jared, many who live and work in this neighborhood are pleading tonight for something to be done to the man who they say basically terrorizes this neighborhood.
He's a ticking time bomb.
Corey Newman, who manages Truxton's American Bistro in Santa Monica, knows the man accused of attacking postal carriers on the street where her restaurant is, causing mail service to be suspended. She says the man is not only going after mailmen in the 1300 block of 14th Street, he's also going after residents and Newman and her employees.
I walked to my car on Valentine's Day by myself in the dark, and he was standing there with a golf club swinging it, and I was more afraid of my life than ever before just to get to my car. He attacked the valet. He had injured my general manager.
She says 38-year-old Devon Morgan lives in this apartment right next to her parking lot and has many on the street living in fear. He was apparently homeless However, an elderly woman lets him stay in her apartment.
I told the woman that he lives with that he was constantly knocking on my door, so now he just glares hate at me, and walks around with a golf club over his shoulder, which is more than a little intimidating.
The U.S. Postal Service posted a letter to residents saying multiple mail carriers have been subjected to assault and threats of assault from an individual who hasn't been located or apprehended.
Why do I have to drive to the post office, pay for parking for mail that should be delivered by our tax money?
The Postal Service tells me they are referring to 3 incidents in January, February, and around the end of March. However, Santa Monica police say they're only aware of 1 incident on January 19th where a postal carrier was attacked but declined to press charges.
And I would hope that they would work in concert with our city. We want our residents to receive their mail, and most importantly, I want everyone in our city to feel safe.
The Postal Service has their own law enforcement and wouldn't say where things stand with their investigation, just that it's pending. Meantime, Santa Monica police say they're well aware of this person. They say they've arrested him many times, but it's been for low-level offenses.
And now it has increased. Devon Morgan. Really? So let's see here. 1 dust bucket. 1 dust bucket. And the mammy. Because she's the enabler. So let's see. We're paying tax dollars to get the mail. By the way, Santa Monica, California, look at how the gas prices are. But yet, you're paying twice because of a dust bucket. Gas prices between $5 and $6, typically in California. You're already paying your tax dollars to get the mail, but because of a dust bucket who has been protected and enabled by a mammy, you have to now get in your car and drive elsewhere to pick up your mail. Does that not sound like a financial implication? You're paying double. You're paying, they're not going to go, oh, well, since you guys can get your mail because of Devon Morgan, we're going to go ahead and reimburse the taxes. Really? Yeah, right. So you got to pay your tax dollars, and then you got to hop in your car, and you got to go and spend extra mileage and pay gasoline, unless you have an EV, to go and pick up the mail that you're already paying your tax dollars for to have it delivered to your home. Make it make sense. Dusty. On top of that, don't forget, Dusty's bring drama. Dusty's bring trauma. The financial implication is too much stuff in the nation. So the drama and trauma, he's swinging a golf club. Someone's been hurt. 2 of her workers, a manager, is bad for business. Her sense of security. And this is her investment. Dusty's don't care because they don't understand business. All they do is destroy. All they do is destroy. I'll do a video and I'll try and get to it today. This young black man, I hate to say it for him, Dusty's have destroyed his business. That's what they do. And the mammies, the Dustinas, they're the enablers. So her business may have a negative impact. Seeing this right here, what makes you think that someone seeing on the news may think, you know what, I want to go down there and maybe patronize her establishment. I heard the food is good. I want to try the food. They may have second thoughts. So the neighbors, he keeps knocking on the door like a fool. The neighbor's been traumatized. This is where you live, your investment. The Dusty's not paying rent or paying for a condo or a mortgage or HOA fees, utilities, paying for upkeep. Of course not. And the mammy, don't forget, the mammy lets him stay there. Now, do you not understand when I say I have no sympathy? I said before, they can start a business. They are just lazy. There have been too many videos of people sitting up here starting businesses where they're doing Kerbler. I just came across something I decided to try. 2 things. Call my friend yesterday. We got to meet. 7 seems to be my lucky number. I just got a call. We have a buyer who's interested. I said, information you told me to do. And he's a black man, so I don't, yes, he's an intelligent black man. I said, hey, when you told me to do this? I said, I did it. See, I listen. I'm not a Dustina. I listen to intelligent people. I said, hey, you told me to do this? I said, you have no idea. I said, did you know? And he's like, no, what are you talking about? I said, you told me to do this, and I did it. I just got a call. I said, I've already sold one. I got a call. I said, no, I've already put of my own money. I said, I've already put in 5Gs over, and I'm done with that. You still want to talk? Uh-huh. I'll be in contact next week. We may strike a deal, we may not. Let's have the conversation. I'll give you a call next week, Monday or Tuesday. I call my friend and say, hey, I said, guess what I just found out? I said, you told me to do this and I did it. And now I got this call. And I said, so I'm telling you, this is, here's the relation. And I give him the whole spiel. Here's what's happening. He's like, you kidding me? I said, no. I said, I'll go and check it out. We'll see if we can strike a deal. If not, hey, we got to do it. And he's like, he's like, wow. I'm like, yeah. He's an intelligent black man. He told me some information. I did it. Whoop-de-woo. Why can't Dusties listen to an intelligent black man? They don't want to. And those kind of men are not going to approach it. Those men are not going to waste their time. There's no excuse. So he has managed to find a mammy to take him in. Okay, so why can't he go, let's say, manual labor? You want to swing golf club? You know how to play golf, fool? Maybe go learn how to wash cars. Maybe you can set up a bookstore. Maybe you can go like other people do. I've seen things on a lot of these YouTube channels. They're going to Goodwill and they're buying these stuff in bulks and by pounds, and then they're taking it home, organizing it, and you wouldn't even putting on eBay, and you wouldn't even guess wouldn't even know it came out of Goodwill. And they're selling it by shit, and you're like, wow. And you know what? These people that I'm seeing, I don't see anybody not knocking it, but they're not homeless. They seem to have a place to live and transportation, and they're not knocking anybody over robbing. So if a dust bucket can already manage 3 hots and a cot by a mammy, a low self-esteem performing woman, what's the excuse? The mammy's going to house him and feed him. He can get off his butt and do what he wants to do. Guess what? He doesn't want to. That's why I have no sympathy. So she's made an investment. Here is her business. Now it's being adversely affected by a dust bucket. Devon Morgan. Devon the dust bucket. Dusty's bring drama. They're having trauma. The financial implications. Someone's injured. Those are medical bills. It's too much dust in the nation. And now look at this community. Look at the effect. Thanks to a mammy. What they should do is get together and try and move her out. That's what they should do. Get the neighbors together. Is there an HOA in this complex, a condo? Get a signature. Let them know it's time to move. It's time to get her out. Well, she'll be home. It's tough. You know what? She's bringing danger to the community. And don't be surprised. Do not be surprised. The next move you make, you hear, it might be about, I hate to say it, a dust buggy taking the mammy out. They often do. Don't say things like, oh, get a job. Ooh. Don't say things like, okay, it's time for you to leave. So what they should do, they should get a petition together. Is she a renter or is she an owner? Check into the HOA bylaws. Hire an attorney. Get her out. Get her out. That's what you do. He has already. He's been arrested before. They know who he is. That's why I said the mammies are equally dangerous. They are the enablers. They're protecting them. They're protecting them. Like I said, so don't be surprised. You may look up the next story you hear. The mammy will be carried out. They'll have the ambulance for her. Oh, self-inflicted. So this just shows you the effect. One bad apple ruins a whole barrel. It does. and it's spilling over to different communities. Again, I'll close and say Dusty Spring drama, they bring a hell of a lot of trauma. They bring death. The financial implications, too much dust in the nation. And I'm out.